Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to EVERSPACE. Today we're taking out the colonial gunship Black Sky, which is, I think, fairly appropriate. I'm using loadout C just because we can. We have loadout C. I'm not 100% sure that it's like a lot better than the other loadouts. We're going to want to end up with a front shield generator and a turret of some kind, so this lets us start at this end of it instead of us starting with the turret and then having to... that's not what I wanted. You know, the other loadouts, they start with the turret. This does start with some nano injectors, which I'm pretty excited about. And the beam laser M3 is a good, solid workhorse weapon. It gets stuff done. We were able to rely on that through most of our run last time. We're running with, I should mention, Leech and Sensory Overload, and the Repair 5% every time you jump upgrade, so I don't love any of these. Let's reroll. Okay, access key and heavy missiles, time extender, and damage limiters. I do love an access key, and heavy missiles, honestly. I wonder what it's going to do with those heavy missiles. Do we have enough secondary slots to carry those? Because we have 2 secondary slots full already.
You have been asked for logistical support in delivering a package. Coordinates are set in the map should you wish to undertake the task.
Alright, well, let's see. Now we do have 3 slots. Alright, so what do we start with? 2 and 2 on the dark stuff and, you know, things. The other stuff doesn't matter so terribly much. So this is 20% damage reduction. Obviously, good, since we have no shielding. You know what kind of stuff we want to make, but let's talk about our turret real quick. So we have a beam laser. The beam laser does equal DPS to hull and shields. So we don't particularly need either kind of turret over the other. You know, wait, what about the missile turret? It doesn't actually tell us what it does. That's strange. Well, I guess let's try it out. It says dealing high amounts of damage. I don't know. We'll try it out. So we're short a bunch of stuff, but none of the stuff we're missing is like hard to get. We need a lot of scrap. So I guess we'll keep a particular eye out for scrap. And for now, let's just... What's the range on our laser, also? Oh, yeah, I know. I know this weapon. What am I talking about? Man, this feels like a ton of HUD now that we've been rolling with the other thing, the other ship so long. Okay, I saw some crystal came out of that one container. That's nice. Ooh. A really, really upgraded Pulse Laser MX right away. That's compelling. What are the upgrades on it? Range, shield damage, velocity. Well, these aren't amazing, but I do like the Pulse Laser MX a lot. That Outlaw Scouts, I guess it's the case that the thing you have targeted always has a really, really big triangular indicator. But man, it doesn't seem necessary. So, where are we supposed to collect this package from? I see that there is a ship marked, but I had assumed that that was the delivery point. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. A bunch of outlaws just jumped into our SG&B. Let's go be heroes. It's fun to fight when we're not the targets. And I do like this Pulse Laser MX. This is a fine weapon. I'm having a little bit of trouble hitting with it. There we go. Still blueprints to get, apparently. Energy Consumption Mark III is a pretty good one. Alright, good. We need scrap. We need an awful lot of scrap. Yeah, I guess I'm not too worried about this this delivery mission, because it's just going to give us credits, right? Who cares about credits? So I wonder what... I wonder what we'll find at the lab. Like, I wonder if there will be a battle at the lab? Now that we've cleared it and everything. Since we know that the progress in the battle was persistent between our last couple of runs. What am I getting traded by? Oh, we have a turret. Let's use it. This pulse laser is great against Okar ships, which tend not to have a lot of hull, it feels like. Yeah, okay. The laser turret makes the exact same sound as our gun, I think, so I guess it's probably about the same. So I guess I collect the package from this guy, maybe? I thought I would find it and bring it back to
The delivery coordinates have been successfully uploaded to the map.
Okay, so I just take it somewhere else, to some other node. Fair enough. This doesn't really matter, I don't think, but all that's left here is the G&B guys, which I don't think I'm going to bother robbing. I don't know, man. Maybe sensory overload is taking a little bit of the fun of exploration out of the game. Okay, so here's my mission target. It means I have to miss a service station, which I'm not, like, totally jazzed about, but I guess we'll do it. I think we're probably just going to get credits. I don't really need credits, but maybe we'll get something else.
So, Hive, looks like we'll be spending more time together.
I presume there have been further developments?
I need to source a series of DNA fragments to override the time limit on my body. I need your help.
Strange that you should choose mortality over an endless supply of clone copies.
I can't handle the constant resets forever. I want a new start, a real start, and a long life.
I can empathize to a degree. To be in control of your own destiny.
Yeah, you got it.
Sort of.
Let's start looking for those fragments.
As much as anybody is, I guess. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work out. But, yeah, we'll look for some DNA fragments for a while. I wish I could raise my chair up a little bit in the ship. I'd like it if the cockpit was just like 10% lower. Just see a little bit extra, you know? Well, it looks like we've got the energy core in this thing pretty huge after all of the upgrades we purchased. But, I mean, we'll see how it holds up to the extreme amount of stuff I'm going to try to install. I'm having such a hard time shooting these missiles. Okay, 19 scrap. That is fantastic. I still think I'm going to go for the missile turret, just in part because we don't really know what it does. We haven't used it yet. I'm curious what the output of it is. Especially since it took such a long time to discover the blueprint. Although that may not actually mean anything. It might be that that's just luck, you know? But it does kind of seem like we unlock the blueprints for the more powerful stuff later. So we'll give it a try. It might be cool. Yep, that's me. Howdy. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you can't argue with the efficacy of this laser turret, I guess. Oh, hey, I didn't look at our missions. What are the jobs we're on right now? Make G&B attack the Okar, survive a warship attack. Okay, so we're probably not getting any missions done right now. It doesn't sound like I really want to do either of those things. If we could figure out a way to make Okar and G&B fight without having to equip that one enhancement, I guess that would be fine. Probably what I can do is, if we find a sector where we have G&B and an Okar-like Corvette or something, one of the big capital ship type things, I could try to hide by a G&B base, because those Corvettes will shoot at us from pretty much any distance, as long as we're visible. So if we just hung out near some G&B structures, I might be able to get some collateral damage to spark off a conflict that way. What's going on? There's some... I don't care about the resource payout of a turret. So real quick, do I have what it takes to make that missile turret? I still don't. We're short gas now. Okay. And this laser turret is enhanced. Pretty much all of the stats have some bonuses. Maybe I should just stick with this. Try to find a good hull damage weapon to complement it. Maybe a high-level flak cannon or something. Because you can't craft enhancement, you know? You can throw some mods onto something, but it'll never be as good as an enhanced version of that thing with the same mods. Come on. I don't really want to turn on my, my stuff. Because I want to save that for a real fight, should I get into one in the near future. Hey, that looks like it might bear some... Wait. Let's get all this stuff before we leave, so we don't have to come back up here. Alright, that was fine. So we're going to want to make sure we destroy all of the fuel tank looking things we can find, because those often have gas in them. Actually, I should probably not be boosting. I really need to get my stuff back together. Okay. We got some G&B dudes jumping in to help us out here. Let's launch an anti-missile drone. Why not? I'm going to end up just scrapping these things if I don't use them. Because I'm certainly going to want to replace them with proper combat drones as soon as we have the spare resources to do so. I just bumped into a rock of some kind. That's annoying. Well, it looks like G&B dudes may have taken out most of the turrets, or maybe there just weren't a lot of turrets in the first place. He's scoring hits. That guy's evasive maneuvers were not bad. Gotta be very careful not to hit the G&B dudes. Okay. I've completely lost track of the base. Here we go. Yeah, I guess maybe there just were never a lot of turrets, because I don't think our allies got all the way over here. I saw the G in the short name and I got all excited. I wonder if the front shield prevents me from taking damage from smashing into things with the front of the ship. Still no gas. Oh, you know what? I did not look for fuel tanks to blow up. Let's head back. Really use a small amount of gas. Oh, there really are not a lot of obvious external tank-type structures here. Usually these bases are covered with them. Huh. Well, alright, whatever. It's not a big deal. I'd be way more concerned about it if we didn't have an interim turret already. Okay, freighter wreck. Yeah, I mean, I guess there are weapons where I would care about the velocity of the projectile, but man, few and far between. I'm not sure you want to do this, man. Think about it. Think about your future. What was the value of that? Huh? What did you think you were going to get accomplished? If I'm an outlaw out here all by myself, you know what? I'm just thinking, oh yeah, I'll let that guy go on his way. I'll pick on some travelers when I'm, like, hanging out with my buds. Because we know they like to attack in packs. He was just too impatient to get it done. Oh. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I hear ya, I hear ya. Tiny little rock was exactly under my crosshair. Okay, the fire started a little bit earlier than I thought it was going to. Oh wait, that was my mission note. I just didn't even deliver the package. Screw it. I don't care, apparently. I totally forgot about the package. Got so caught up in hunting outlaws and stuff. Man, it's just one ship and a drone, not even any turrets. Well, this feels like a waste of all my devices. I'm tremendously overprepared. Yeah, I think the plan is still to create the missile turret, if only so that I know how good the missile turret is. We're going to have to find a small amount of gas. Fortunately, gas is a common enough resource that we see it on traders all the time. So why don't we go have some words with this dude. See if we can't get some. Nope. All he really wants is to buy crystal for insane prices. Yeah, I guess I'll take this. Yeah, that was a total bust, man. Ooh, hey. Maybe able to get some gas here. Oh, in fact, this is a gas mining platform. Well, we only need 3, I think, so, just hanging out near the gas mining, I don't know what these are, outlets? The gas mining apertures? Should be good enough to get us there. Be very careful. I apologize for the gaps in the commentary, but I'm trying not to do anything really embarrassing and crash my ship. Yep, see, the moment I start talking. Let's get out of here, because I hate it here. Okay. Yeah, let's go figure out what that's about. But first, let's install our new missile turret. I was afraid of that, but I thought, you know, maybe we're allowed to have more than 2? Or maybe we're allowed to have more than 1, and it just... we don't generally do it because of energy core concerns or something, but nope. No such luck. Alright, I actually think we'll leave the tractor beam on until it starts to become a problem, because for this ship, having to get super close to stuff to loot it is actually kind of dangerous. Duration and cooldown mods, probably, right? Well, actually, let's not mod it. Because what if it turns out to be horrible? What if it turns out I don't like it at all? We'll wish we hadn't spent those resources. So let's try it in a couple of combats first, and then we'll see. but I'm assuming it's going to be powerful, kind of slow firing, probably not really good against little things like drones and swarm fighters due to the slow rate of fire, which is fine. We'll keep our, at the very least, we're going to keep the beam laser M3 for situations where we have to deal with that kind of stuff. And then it seems like missiles do better hull damage generally than shield damage. Yeah. So, if that is in fact the case with our missile turrets, which unfortunately we have no way of completely verifying, then it makes sense to keep the pulse laser MX running. We can get the that very high shield damage. I don't think I'm allowed to build weapon overdrives on this ship. But if I am allowed to, I totally will. We'll just end up with the exact same equipment as last time, right? Okay, lots of stuff in a minefield. I'm down with that. No, those guys are not that far away. Oh, it shoots like a string of little missiles. No, that seems great. Okay, yeah. I'm down. Oh, not build new, sorry. Let's go ahead and upgrade this guy. How bad is his energy consumption? That's not so bad. Yeah, let's upgrade his effectiveness. Cooldown. Duration. Cooldown's 32 seconds. Let's go cooldown again. That's pretty long. Alright. So it can be up like 2/3 of the time. Alright, everything over here has noticed me and would like to fight me. Shields are down. Okay. Yeah, this is unfortunate. It took exactly long enough for these guys to come up on us for my stuff to wear out, but not long enough for it to be back off of cooldown. It's a shame. Okay, we should probably beam laser these mines. It was kind of tedious to wait for it to charge up over and over again. And the brightness of it actually makes it hard to tell if I'm hitting the mines or not. When we're this close, we can probably hit him with the pulse laser. Right, let's get the hell out of the middle of this thing. Whew. Yeah, minefields are about 100 times scarier without a good shield. I left something behind. It was 3 power cells. You know what? That's fine. This looks to me like the kind of place an outlaw group would leave traps. I wonder what the effective range of the missile turret is. It doesn't seem to be acquiring from very far out. Man. Okay, enemy ships have come up on us. That's very annoying. The anti-missile drone has actually done a really, really good job of drawing fire, though.
They've locked onto me.
Like, he has actually probably prevented us from taking a huge amount of damage that isn't missiles. Just by making everybody shoot him instead of us. My crosshair turned red when I moused over it, so I assumed that meant that I had vision. But no, it does not, in fact, mean that. Yeah, I kind of wish I could build 2 turrets, even if it was the case that only one of them could be active at a time. Where active would have to mean in use or on cooldown, so you couldn't just cycle them. But, like, just different turrets for different situations. Seems like a thing. Because the missile turret does not seem to be particularly great for just fighting... Hold on, what is that? That's random war. Yeah, we should probably try to get over there. The missile turret does not seem to be particularly great for fighting groups of turrets. I'd much rather have a normal Gatling turret for that. Does seem very good for fighting ships, though. Oh, hey, DNA. That was fast. I was hoping it wasn't going to be, like, super, super rare. But we only have to find 8 strands, so I don't know if that's going to be, like, 1 per run, or what's up with that. A drone override. Eh. We do have to get some drones, though. So let's figure out what we want to build. I have my front shield generator, but I'd like to pick up a better one. We can make a Mark II right now, which has an energy consumption of 30. I think we have the Mark III design. We're 1 dark energy off, which is not bad. Dark energy is much easier to get. 25 seconds up, 34 down. Which compares to the Mark II's 2038. Okay, it's significant. Yeah, alright, so we gotta find 1 dark energy. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a little closer. Yeah, it's not actually... It's not like it's terrible at killing the turrets. Yes. Oh, there's a turret over here. It's not that the missile turret is terrible at killing other turrets. It's, again, an issue of how infrequently it can acquire a target. Yeah, alright, we better go get that. We're not going to come back over to this side of the node. Wait, is that... I think it's inside the... Okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so stuff spawns inside the walls of the rocks all the time, it feels like. Maybe not all the time. It's probably not even once per run, honestly. But it's often enough. Often enough that you would describe it as a thing that happens, rather than a thing that happened, you know? Alright, let's do it. You are not going to be happy you engaged with me. Yeah, well, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good turret, I guess. It'll do. I have no energy. Yeah, when I pop everything... Let's just go to hell. There's too many heavy missiles. Right, so in theory, our launch drone here should stick around for like a really long time, right? Because he has shields and he heals every time we jump. So we should probably just go ahead and pop a combat drone out. Like let's dismantle this thing. Oh, I hit drop instead of salvage because I'm a big dummy. We actually don't have the materials for combat drones. Everything, we're very gas limited right now. Oh, well, incoming. Let's deal with this first, I guess. Okay, and I do not know the range of the missile turret because it doesn't have functional stats. I wonder if I could just get G&B to fight me by hugging the service station? Man, this missile turret is really, really doing work. Yeah, I think we made the right call, turret-wise. We are at max fuel capacity. May as well touch up. And we can't buy anything fun. I will definitely trade 34 scrap for 9 dark matter. Never mind, I am an idiot. That is super good. That is a real good transaction. Holy crap, that's good. And then, like, they don't have any fighters or anything, so maybe I just kind of help myself here. They have turrets of their own.
You've been detected.
Let's get out of here. Alright, if you don't destroy too much of their stuff, they don't transmit a distress call. Okay, so a wreck from a previous run, I guess? That's weird. Oh, man. Oh, man, this node. What is happening here? Huh, another clone.
According to the coordinates, there should be a DNA fragment in this vicinity.
Let's only hope retrieving it doesn't become a problem.
So this is an issue. I hadn't really thought about this. But these guys, I can't tell when they're close to dying. And that means that I won't know when to boost away. So we're going to have to not let our energy get super low. Oh, man. And when the missile turret fires at them, they jump a whole bunch of times in really quick succession, which is very annoying. And it leads to them getting really far away, which means that my strategy for avoiding their shots is not working. I'm taking way more damage than I would like to take. Also, there's a ton of stuff happening at this node. Okay. Fucking can't see anything. Yeah, now he's 2 kilometers away, so I'm gonna get hit. Okay, so don't activate the missile turret. Counterproductive against this enemy. And actually, I'm gonna just try to stay real close to him for a little while here. Let my energy refill. Okay. 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 Yeah. Of course, we have lots of other problems. I don't think I've ever seen, like, other enemies, really, at these... I caught him. Right? Is this the first time I've seen significant enemy presence at one of these that wasn't the Ancients themselves? The Okar don't seem to have a ton of hull, as I'm always saying. So the corrosive missiles are very effective. I picked up that energy injector back up.
I don't like.
So I can just pop that here. This is a huge amount of Okar.
Ouch! Too much.
Jesus. Why were there so many guys here? What the hell? Oh, 9 dark energy. Alright, hold up. Hold up. Let's just take a second now. Sensor Relay Mark II, that is actually useless. Okay, I have the stuff for the front shield generator, right? I'm not gonna... Okay. Salvage this. Jesus, that was a lot of enemies. Okay, good. We are at the point already, I think, where the next thing we need to build has to be the energy core extension. Alright, so we're short some scrap. Short a lot of scrap. I'm gonna... Nah. Okay, DNA fragment. See, I don't know what the deal is with the other clone that we saw there, the clone Grizzle. I'm pretty sure he got killed by the Okar before we got over here. Alright, well, that's DNA Fragment 1. Sensor drones don't do anything with sensory overload. Here's a fuel station that was destroyed pretty thoroughly. Yeah,
They've locked onto you.
pretty thoroughly. Oh, I didn't realize that this was... It was so wrecked up, I thought it was one of those destroyed ones that you find sometimes, you know? Anti-missile drones go. You know what, GMB? What do I think of you? Yeah, that's right. I attacked you. What are you gonna do about it? Taking your tech container. Mine now. Nothing you can do. There wasn't anything in it. I'm destroying your... What is this? Platform thing? Your... Actually, I don't even know if this has a health bar, if it is destroyable, because of sensory overload, so I can overload, so... Honestly, I thought this anti-missile drone was kind of dumb, but it's actually saved us a lot of damage. Okay, there's a lot of stuff over there, too. I don't know what happened at this node. This is very strange.
We've got company.
Oh, what? What now? These G&B dudes are pretty tough. Ooh, look at that now. I seem to have destroyed the entire transport. I was trying to break apart the equipment things. Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to break apart the little equipment containers, but I missed, and I hit the body of the ship. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been, like, lucrative at least. G&B are hostile, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult than it would have been if I had just behaved myself. But obviously we're going to get everything at this node before we go inside. Because once we pick up the glyph, it seems like the rules of space and time change a little bit. Wow. This is so much stuff. This combat drone we will simply launch. Beam laser M3 that is identical to ours. Flat cannon 5.5. I think I'm going to take over my Gatling gun. I can't see me using the Gatling gun. Use now, actually. And this is updated cooldown, duration, cooldown, so it's the same as mine. Okay. Salvage it. Thanks, Tom Frank. Ow. Would you maybe be a little bit more careful, please, Drone? Listen, I'm pleased to have you on the team and everything, but come on. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, this is pretty cool. With the turret and the drones and everything, you really have to fire yourself. Things just kind of get dead when you get close to them. This is a neat feeling. It feels a little bit more like being a commander than a pilot. That's right, I'm destroying all your stuff. Alright, good work, guys. Some of these could have gas in them. We're so gas-starved. No, it's all fuel. Okay, well, we know there's some mineable crystal inside this asteroid, so let's get in here. Now remember, for the DNA to count, I believe I have to actually get to the lab. So we're going to have another successful couple of runs. But I feel like I'm much better at the game, and we have a lot more stuff unlocked to help us through. So this should be pretty doable. Alright, let's go to the big ancient structure and get this over with. I don't know how many more glyphs and subroutines there could really be. I mean, where is the alien structure anyway? Oh, it's over here. We're probably going to want to jump out of the next node pretty quickly. Alright, I find this to be fairly difficult. I wonder if I should pick up a Weber drone. I was thinking just combat, but no. I do think it's a good idea to have an anti-missile drone. And now that that's the case, I wonder if I should just, like, vary it up a little bit more. A Weber drone could be pretty useful. Ancient weapon glyph. Well, that's pretty interesting. Stuff over here is pinging on me. Alright. That's a GMB fighter. Or a GMB credits transport. I'm going to want to try not to get too close to that. If we can avoid GMB sending out a distress call on this node, then they won't be hostile to node after this. Alright, I think we're clear over here, basically. Yeah, looks like it. Go this way next. Try to get over here with our stuff still active. I'm getting range. I don't know what the range for my missile turret is, but seems to be maybe about 1 kilometer. Okay, it's a minefield. It has some stuff in the middle of it. We should probably get some of it at least. There's a lot of gas. I also saw some crystal. We definitely are nowhere near being past the need for crystal. Okay. So let's stay away from G&B. Check out this freighter wreck. I kind of wish if you didn't have a shield that it maybe dampened the visual effect of being struck by the lightning. The music's kind of combat-y, but there's not actually any fighting happening right now. I'm not near any enemies. I didn't get close enough to G&B for them to turn on me. I don't think. Where these Okar dudes come from? I was expecting reinforcements because we're near a base, I think, but it's an outlaw base, so... Yeah, the outlaws and the Okar are fighting, I guess. Well, works out okay for me. I think there's a base up here on top of this rock. Awesome, that was in fact a gas container. Yeah, so my drones find stuff before I do, it looks like. That drone was definitely firing on that turret before it was actually in visual range of me, which is nice. I definitely see why they call it sensory overload, though. It's really easy to get into a position where you just have like 1,000 little notifications on screen. So the trader's not G&B, right? He's still yellow to me. Let's swing in and just have a quick chat with him. How you doing? I don't really want to buy any of your garbage, it turns out. Alright, let's get this over with. Is there a minefield around this one? Yeah, of course there is. Okay. I think things are alright. Alright, and now that we're here, our Energy Core Extension Mark III is available. We definitely want to build one of those. I don't know if we need another extension on top of that. We'll see. But I already feel better. Okay, I'm going to assume that there's, yeah, still outlaws left. I was going to say, because I don't see any Okar flying around. Looks like the turrets were the final winner of this battle. Alright. Let's get out of here. There's been a weird couple of nodes. Okay. Well, I guess this is a pretty straightforward path. So I don't know how many runs it's going to be. I hope that it's not actually going to be 8 runs. Hoping for more than 1 DNA per run. Oh, that's a turret right there. Look at that, I finally managed to see one before it saw me. Is that inside the shield? It is inside the shield. Alright, so we gotta find a hole in this thing somewhere. Okay, this looks promising. Hope that my missile turret takes care of a lot of the dangerous stuff. Okay, missile turret's actually pretty dangerous to use in close proximity to stuff. The of course, the explosions pushes me into walls. I think I actually do have 2 access keys, right? Yeah. Knock. There's often a turret in these little rooms. Okay, looks like not this one. Infinite Drift. Oh, I bet I can guess what that does from the name. So let's see, how is this different from our enhanced cannon? Well, ours has a fire rate mod on, so that explains the higher DPS. This one actually has higher base damage. At least hull damage. Yeah, I'll just keep mine. Coil gun. I don't think I need that. Shock Rifle Pro, I don't need that. Not really a very exciting enhanced tech container. But there is another one to grab. I'm assuming that the infinite drift routine really lowers the effect of your inertia dampeners in exchange for something. Okay, yeah, we're definitely grabbing that. I do not need a mine cluster nearly as badly as I need an Arc 9000. Alright, that was a pretty good wreck of a colonial... I don't know what this is. I'm assuming it's part of a space station or something? It's too big to just be a portion of a ship. It'd be a hell of a ship. Man, I really do not understand these, yeah, let's go for these instead. I really do not understand these things that make it safer for you to jump without fuel. Who is running out of fuel? How is that even possible? I mean, it could be the case that I've just been super lucky every run so far on fuel, but what if I jump without fuel once, maybe, ever? It just seems like there's so much fuel everywhere all the time. I wonder... Shoot, which drone did we lose? I'm trying to get my other drone in vision here. They're doing a really good job of evading me. Okay, so we still have the anti-missile. I lost my combat drone. Well, we probably have enough extra materials to just craft our combat drones now. We've picked up a lot of stuff. Pretty sure I said combat. Well, the combat dome. Alright, so we have a lot of materials. Let's jump into this next sector and have a look at what we can build. Ooh, drone carriers. Also, a pair of outlaws. Are they both... Or a pair of elites. They're fighting G&B. We should get over there and get in on that while the getting's good. I'll figure out my gear in a second. Oh, we picked up a mainframe override Mark III at some point without me realizing it. That was remarkably easy, actually. This could, like, fly through here super fast while my shield's active. Yeah, okay. So, let's have a quick look at our gear. I picked up a mainframe override with energy consumption and cooldown. Wow, that's not a bad... yeah, we'll keep that. I'm gonna upgrade it with energy consumption again, maybe? Okay, let's dump the tractor beam. It's not that it's bad, it's just not as good as the things we can put in its place. So what do I want? We could get a time thingy. What do you call it? Time extender. We could build another energy core. I have a lot of energy. And also I need less energy than I have with other ships because I can let my passive stuff, my turrets and whatnot, do so much of the fighting. Yeah, okay, let's go for a time extender. We will, however, upgrade it for minimum energy consumption. I'm going to do the same with this, actually. Okay, so I would like to be able to fire my guns, at least some of the time. And let's get rid of the damage limiter, because I'm not remembering to use it anyway. Salvage. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to launch these combat drones just yet, but we'll go ahead and run 2 combat, 1 anti-missile for now. The problem with Weber drones is that they have kind of a limited range of use, right? Like, they're not bad, but they're not good against everything. Alright, here we go. Switch to the beam laser. Turn on the missile turret. And the time extender. So I'm picking up a lot of contacts right now. Like, more than I was expecting. Bunch of Okar fighters jumped in, apparently.
Keep it up.
That's not what I want to fire missiles at. There we go, that's the target. Okay. Please stop. Alright. Aren't you firing? Ah. I have a plasma torpedo. And all of my drones are dead. Wow. Ouch. So is it every time the thing's shields come up, also it's gonna summon a wave of Okar fighters on top of all the drones I have to deal with? Why aren't you dead? Wow.
Watch your stats.
My beam laser is not doing any damage to this thing. Okay, some G&B dudes showed up. That's helpful. Okay, there we go. That was very annoying. I think those are definitely, of the like large-ish ship types, those are definitely the ones that are the least fun to fight. And then for it to be constantly calling in enemies on top of us as well was really annoying. So my combat drone died. My other combat drone. What am I... Tab. What am I short on for building more of those guys? Gas. Well, I mean, it fits the theme of the run. They're just eternally gaslight. Alright, let's get in here. I don't think I want to use my access key on the secure container. I think I'd rather save it. It's an awful lot of shield generators for one Arc 9000. I mean, I guess these things would be pretty valuable. Right, they're partially made of dark matter and stuff, so... Okay. Well, I don't know if the game got harder because we beat it or what's going on, but this run has been a total mess. But on the plus side, that huge influx of dark matter at the beginning of the game really let us build up our ideal equipment quickly. Okay, so this is all G&B. There's a bunch of stuff jumping in. There's an Okar Corvette. We can try my plan. We're going to have to make sure that this G&B base is still standing after these outlaws are done with it, though. I'm not going to use the override just yet. Yep, Corvette is already firing on me. Okay, so let's take cover over here. Oh, the Corvette stopped firing on me.
Enemies in range.
Okay, there we go. We got his attention. I'm gonna just grab this dark matter so that nothing crazy happens and I forget. Well, let's try to get behind this thing. This kind of looks like it ought to work. He's moving, but it's hard to tell if he's I don't think he's getting any closer to me. Huh. G&B container floating in space near the ship rather than on it. Well, this is not going to work, apparently. Come on, hit this turret. Oh, it worked! Sort of, I mean... It says the thing, they don't actually seem to be attacking. Well, we're gonna have to fight. I was hoping to get somebody else to do my fighting for me. Let's make a couple plasma torpedoes. This will probably be enough. Alright, so he's now moved to the other side of the jump gate. Ooh. Use a jump gate as cover a little bit. No, but you can fire right through it. Even the parts that look like they should be solid. Why are there so many mines over here? Alright, who's ready? Here we go. Well, I dumped 4 plasma torpedoes into it. I think they all impacted. Where's number 5? Yeah, okay. Plasma torpedoes are pretty good. I'm pretty sure I just got hit. Like, I think a fighter ran into me. Alright, they have a, shoot, where's enemy? Yeah, they have a couple of shield charge drones, but the shield charge drones are getting totally just out DPS'd. Like, it's not even mattering, really. Okay, and we actually managed to accomplish one of our missions. So that went super well. I'm trying to stay away from the black hole, obviously, but, like, we gotta go get this blueprint. Alright, I don't think it's actually close to these tech containers.
That's just what I need.
Are you... turrets, damn it. Did you die? Jeez. That was a tough turret. I was probably missing it a lot, honestly. Okay, lots of components for me. Scrap, credits, access... Oh, there's an access key over there. Did I just fail to pick that up? Or it might have been dropped after I left. There could have been more dudes jumping in. I don't know. We've been pretty busy. I've not been paying as much attention as I maybe could have to all of our surroundings. Let's try to go get the access key at the very least before we get out of here. Alright, on the whole it went alright. Took kind of a lot of damage, but also healed a lot of damage. Alright, let's just leave. I'm done with this place and its minefields and its singularities. Whew. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we dump this mainframe override just because I feel like I never have enough energy to use it. It's very expensive. Maybe I need to be crafting energy injectors all the time with this loadout. That also seems possible. I don't know. Let's see if we can grab this dude. Mark III is pretty good. Nope. I think we have some swarm fighters here. Man, this missile turret, this is a very effective weapon. I guess it wasn't swarm fighters, it's just a whole lot of Alcar and G&B dudes fighting each other, and then getting totally wrecked by my turret before I even figure out where they are. Okay. Oh no, get close. I hate it when I hit those ones and I'm far away, because I feel like the credits are going to spread out far enough that it's going to make it actually kind of a huge pain in the ass to pick them up. Okay. Let's just get out of there. Oh my god, what is hitting me? Let's see if we can hijack that dude. My suspicion is that it will not work, based on the fact that it seems to not work very often, despite the fact that the chance of it working is listed as being very high. I bet we're going to go look at this in a second and it's going to be like, it has a 90% chance of activating. It must be reduced some amount by the enemy ships in a way that we can't see, but that makes it very, seemingly pretty unlikely to actually work out. Okay, I think we're still gaslight. I'm pretty sure gas is still preventing us from making a lot of things. We'll make sure we hit all these mineable gas chunks. Wow, 6 whole gas, huh? Come on, energy. Okay, that one had a fair amount. I think this is the last thing in the node. So what does it cost to make an energy injector? Just gas scrap power cells? Okay. I think we're in a position where we're gonna have to do some of that. I kinda like all of these things. The nano kit's the least valuable. Yeah, and since we don't have anything else occupying our nanobots, I don't feel like it's really important to keep that around. It will not be a problem for us to repair our damaged systems. I guess unless repairing them requires a lot of gas. Okay, let's try to figure out if I need to go into the minefield before I go through all the effort of going in there. Yeah, alright. For some crystal, I'll figure it out. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. So, combat has not gone super well. When I say combat has not gone, what I mean is I'm playing not that well. But the universe is certainly provided. We have a ton of resources. We still have 20 dark matter, even after crafting basically everything we could want. So, I don't know. If I can get my stuff together, I have a pretty good feeling about this run. So I think that's what we're going to call it today. Come back next time. Obviously, we're heading through this high-risk node towards some DNA. I'm a little nervous about the outcome of high risk into natural hazard, but we'll see. Yeah, so come back next time. More DNA. We're going all the way to the base again, I swear. And we'll see you then.